Hey, good morning. Bill Tainter doing a live trade review. This is the US CAD, and it has just broken above and closed above a red cluster. See this? 0996. Moved up hard. This is the US CAD, and there was bad news for the Canadian country, Canada. So since it's the second pair, or the suffix pair, bad news makes it go up. Good US news makes the US CAD go up. Okay, so the news was bad, and it's been struggling. And here's another example where, yes, it did an initial bounce, but when you get into the London, New York, it's a little bit scary. There's a lot of power, and that's why it can and often does power through these red clusters. So let me just turn that down. Okay, so I just wanted to show you this, and let's just track this and see if this bounce continues and works through here. Okay, stand by. Okay, so here it's interesting. Now we're watching the last 50 seconds on this candle. It's really, struggling, and we want it to. I'm not too concerned if this closes red. What I am concerned, or would be in a scale out phase, code red, is if it closes below the grid. So I'm going to watch for that. Okay, so that candle closed, and you see there's a gap in here. See, there's a gap down. So this is prices chopping. There is a heated battle going on right here. So we got another 15 minutes to see where this candle closes. Okay, so we don't make any decisions on open candles. So if I'm just watching, we have 9 minutes left on this candle to make a decision what we're gonna do. So I don't panic and close it out here. I don't do anything. I let it surge against me, turn, and retrace. So just stand by. We got to be patient. Okay, it's 8:55. We got 5 minutes left on the candle. It's struggling. Oh no, we got a problem. We've got a problem. Due to my oversight, there's news coming at 9 o'clock. Euro, US news, leading index, FOMC member speaking, blah, 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 HPMI, code red. I've overlooked my news check. So for future reference, what I'm going to do is put a line on the chart, and I'm going to go to that line, and I'm going to put in USD news, CB leading index, and then because I'm really smart, I'm going to go out like an hour, and I'm going to put a copy of that line, and I'm going to make it yellow to say caution, news is coming. Okay, so I've made that change, and now it's 56. I have no idea what the news is going to do. So to be cautious, I am going to take off 1/3 just to reduce my risk. Okay, I'm dramatizing this. I hope you know I'm doing this for your education. All right, here we go. Okay, so it's 8:56. I'm gonna bring my line in here close and just try to see if I can get out. Okay, now where am I at here? Okay, so I'm down 5-6 pips. If I can get out, okay, this is sniper, so watch this. I can put the line here. I select take profit 1 object. I just select take profit 1, and I'm gonna move it. And that's going to process the take profit. It snaps the line there, okay? And then here's the thing. It's trying, see this? It says attempt to move to break even failed. That's because it can't get the stop above the price because the price is there. So then you have to select the line and you have to move it. And once you move that, line, the next price change, that resets and it stops the looping there. See? It stops the looping of trying to go to break even. And then to just be really safe, because I don't know which way this is going to go, I'm going to take profit 2. And I'm just going to leave 1/3 in. If it goes my way, great. If it goes against me, I'm not going to lose too much. So let's just, boom, I'm going to take profit 2 off. See, I lost 4 pips. Take profit 2 is going to, there, boom, that came in. It's going to change from 033, 0033. That next price tick, that'll tell me the pips. Should. Okay, so I've reduced my risk, and I'm down to 1 lot remaining. See, tells me 1 lot, and I got a couple options. Either I lose, or either I leave my stop loss here, you know, which is what, 20 pips to the stop loss. So I would have a 27 pip stop out. I don't know why this take profit 2 never changed. It's supposed to, okay, now watch it. So I can run my little script, right? You can run your order history pips. Let me just stand by. That's fine. We'll get that later. Okay, so I've scaled out 2/3. Here it is, 8:59. News is coming. It could either go my way or blast me out here. So stand by here. I'll come back here and let's watch. Okay, here we go. So there's where the news is happening on this blue line. So I can, you know, delete the line now if I want. Or push it out to the next news event, right? Do whatever I want. Okay, let's see, what did the news say? We want good U.S. news will rise the U.S. CAD. So we scaled a couple out. It's been above the red, came back, we got in. Uh-oh, we overlooked the news. We scaled out 2 positions for small losses, and we're still in. Here's a stop loss. Again, now watch. See, I can move this line. It'll move my stop loss. I can tighten it up. I can do whatever I want. I just move this object. Okay? And it's got to go my way. So I want to give it a little room to swing around a little bit here, but I'm not going to have a big blowout, right? So I got excited, I saw the red, I saw it break, I jumped in, oh no, I overlooked the news, so then I'm just making adjustments to get out. Again, in the future, put your vertical lines an hour or 2 ahead of the news, put in a line where the actual news is. Look at this, do you see the box, USD News, CB Leading Index? You can make a little description there, and you can plot these across your charts to make sure you don't overlook the news. It's a good little technique for you to consider using. Okay, so the U.S. leading index came out at 0.7. That's good. The OFHEO HPI came out at 0. So it's kind of mixed. And this Tarullo FOMC is supposed to be speaking. So it's still chopping. And, you know, let's say I'm just going to move this up right below this grid and hide below this little grid here and give it a chance. But if it starts blasting down through here, see 10 pips to the stop loss, I add these, I would have a 19 pip stop out. And then what I could consider is if this breaks down, is then look for a sell on a retest of the red or a retest of this grid and catch it, try to flip it if it turns against me, okay? So if this is 9 o'clock, 9:15 starts, 9:30, 9:45, 10. So that's at 10 o'clock. Any news? 11:45. Bernanke speaks again at 11:45. So just use your charts. Take a candle, 15 minutes. See, it's the start of the candle. So like this is 9:03. This is 9 o'clock candle, 9:15 candle, 9:30, 9:45, 10. That's how you do it, okay? So it's the start of the candle is the time frame. And again, this is a 15-minute chart. Okay, so it's like, gosh, which way is it going to go? What's going to happen? What do I do? Could go my way, it could blow me out, could chop. So I have to be focused, pay attention, don't make mistakes, be ready, have a plan. And again, this is one plan to consider. News is coming up, take one off, maybe take two off. I don't know. I mean, it's your call, right? You have to come up with what you're comfortable with. You know, personally, I never like to close a position. Now, if you track that over time, you may find out that you never profit from staying in. Then just close them down, right? Make an adjustment. So you took these off at small losses. A 4. Oh, great. See? So your goal is to get out under 10 on each of them, so your average stop loss is pretty low. Total, you want to get out at 30. So if this is, see, so I could have my stop at 21 something, right? 19. And, which is where it's at right now. So if I got stopped out here, I would have a total loss of 30 pips with an average stop loss of minus 10. That's fantastic. Hey, I got in a trade. It didn't go my way. I made a couple mistakes. And if I get out with an average stop loss of 10 pips, are you kidding me? That's fantastic. That's great. That's your goal. You want to win more than you lose. But if you do lose, you just want to keep them small. That's it. All right, let's see what happens here. Again, use your dashboard, fill out the trade, make notes. So in the column where you say, what did I do wrong? You're like, oh crap, I entered beautifully. It broke a red, it retested, great entry. What mistakes did you make? I forgot to put on my charts the news. I overlooked the U.S. news was coming out, and it was coming out right at 9, and I got in too close to the news, and then the news chopped around and took me out or whatever, right? So put your notes in there. In your dashboard, and then you take a screenshot, right? We taught you how to do all that. Take a screenshot, go to the dashboard, put it in a tab, fill all that out to say my entry, I did a buy on the US CAD 1.000, and this is a fractional pip. So, no, it's not. No, it's full. So it's 4. There's always 4. If there's 5 digits, it's a fractional. That just means there's a tenth of a pip, and then there's the pip, and there's tens, hundreds, and thousands. Okay? So you put in your buy price, you say minus 4 for take profit 1, you put minus 7 for take profit 2, and then wait and see what happens here on this third one. So you should have all that stuff done while the chart's moving around here, while we're waiting. And be prepared, and really encourage you to join us in the Trader Accountability Program. Go to the Fast Track Trader member site, go in and you can submit a ticket there, and there's an area for Trader Accountability Program, and we'll add you to the list and get you on our email distribution for that. It's fantastic. Well, it's hanging on. We don't know yet. We just don't know yet. So I'll come back in a little bit. Let's see what happens. Okay, so here we go. Coming up in the last 20 seconds, 15 seconds here of this candle. And let me remove that stuff. Let me zoom in. So there's the chart. Okay, another candle. So now it closed below, this closed below, the news happened. Again, you got a couple options, like, you know, do you want to just stay below this grid and hang on? You know, do you want to scale out? It's really up to you, you know. You got to wait for candles to close to really to really make a decision. So again, let's see where we at. See, so I moved this up, so I'm going to lose. If I get stopped out, I'm at 18 pips. So again, I'm under 30, so that's fine. It's really your call, you know. Do you want to close it out, or do you just want to wait? I mean, this, you got a 50-50 shot, right? This could chop and go positive, or it could just chop and take you out. So, you know, it's kind of a predicament here. You know, the frustrating thing that I've done about 1,000 times is I close a trade down and then it goes my way. So I'd rather, you know, get stopped out, I guess. And it always, personally, it just always irritates me of the unknown, or like if this turns and goes up another 15, 20 pips positive, that just eats me. So I'd rather have it really fail, stops me out. I know it's going down. Okay, I did the right thing. I hate to leave that opportunity, take that opportunity off the table to get profitable. So I'm going to leave it here and I'll come back. Okay, so here we go. Just finished that candle. You know, close deeper. I'm just watching. Again, I'm just gonna keep this here and see where everything flushes out. Like, this is crazy. Right after I cut that last spot, this just went way up here green. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're out of the woods. We're genius. We're gonna be rich. And then, oh, bam, slams right down again. So you just can't. You can't go off live candles because you got to wait and see where the sentiment is to close. So this is, you know, this is better. See, this has a higher low. So I'm not going to, again, I'm just going to leave it here and wait and see what happens. Okay, I'll be right back. Now the next news chunk, see, is at 10 o'clock. The consumer confidence is coming out. So that's here. So again, if you want to vertical line properties, you can change this to keep your brain straight. USD news, consumer confidence, and add these lines to your chart. So if we weren't trading, you know, so there's 10, so you just go 1, 2, 3, 4 candles back, 4 15-minute candles there, and have this warning sign to say USD news coming in 1 hour. You could do stuff like that if you wanted. And then you just mouse over the line. It tells you USD news coming in 1 hour, USD news consumer confidence, and just, you know, do it to the pairs that you trade and focus on. So far, you know, this is looking good, right? It's held this grid, and this is the simple stuff, right? Look, resist, 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 breaks, retest, and it might continue up. You know, it broke the red, and then it just pulled back a little bit deep because of all the news and crazy stuff going on. We're not out of the woods yet, trust me. You know, it's not done yet. So I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. 30 seconds left on this candle. See if this can hang on. Kind of watching the euro too, which is an inverse pair, and the euro is trying to set up a reversal candle where it has the highest high, and if we can get it to close red, the euro will head down, which will punch this up. Let's see what happens here in the last 10 seconds. It's red. Can it close red? Oh, it's red. That's good. There, boom, we got it. The highest candle, and it's red on the euro, 15 minute. So that's an optimistic reversal pattern, which means that this may push higher. So no change, just going to leave it here. Coming into this, coming into the next news bash, consumer confidence, 10 a.m. It's going to go our way or it's not. So anyway, see, this is the pain and suffering that you have to go through if you're not prepared, and if you're not watching for a big stack like this of different news events. It's just the market's kind of looking for sense of direction. Right? So, but again, I wanted to do this time lapse to just teach you by showing you some scenarios that we're going to run up against and how do you handle them. So I hope this helps. We'll be back. Okay, so here's the news, 10 o'clock. Get this line out of the way. And so far it's been hanging on. It's moving upwards here. So again, you have a couple options. Either you follow it with your stop loss, it's really up to you. So if we do this and just trail it by the last candle and just try to sneak it up, the real hard part is now you only I think of it this way, I only have one bullet in my gun, right? I took off my 2/3 already. I only have one. So wherever I take profit, I'm done. You know what I mean? So it's kind of challenging. If it gets up 10, 20 pips, do I take profit then? Or do I just go to break even and then it comes back, stops me out and goes further? This is the challenge. And you just have to do the best you can with what you got. So let's just see what it does here at the news. So 10:02, let me see what the crazy news announcement was. 10 a.m. Consumer confidence. Oh, it's green. Well, it's -19. It was supposed to be -20. If the actual is greater than the forecast, so it's green. I guess it's better. So that means this should go up. Interesting. Actual is greater than the forecast. Well, a -20 was forecast. It came out -19. So a negative number that's less than that is good news, I guess. So. All right, and then in 1 hour, President Draghi speaks for Europe, and then at 11:45, Bernanke speaks. So it's just kind of crazy times this morning here. So again, so now we're reducing our risk, which is fine, right? It's at -8 pips to the stop loss, so we'd lose 12 now. That's better. So we did, what was it, a 7 and a 4? So that's 11, and if we lost another 12, so now we're down to 22 pips lost, which now our average stop loss would only be 7. That's great. You know what I mean? So, and we'll just keep slide this up and see if it goes our way eventually here. But that's how I do it. That's how I think, how I manage it, how I approach it. And we can get this out of the way. And some options for you to consider, okay? I'll be back. Okay, just checking back. We got a little bit of move, a little action here. It's popping. It hasn't, but if this breaks new highs, that's a good thing. So let me zoom out and see where. Okay, so this is a red to a gray. We might get out of here with some pips. So the black, oh my gosh, talk about no man's land. Look above there, it's just wide open. Wow. So I guess the smartest approach, the only real option we have left in this situation, is to follow it with our stop and give it a chance to break, close, and go higher, and then just move it up to that swing lows and just keep following the swing lows and see what we can do. So we'll try that. Okay, well, that's positive. We got a nice green close, strong. above the red. I put this price out there. This is like the break even. If we got in at 03 and we get out at 15, that's 12 pips and we lost 11. So we got to make a decision. Do I want to just shut it down there and just get out with like a pip? That's one option. Or we just keep trailing it. So let me double check what other crazy news. Bernanke's supposed to speak at 11:45, and then that's for the day. That's the last big news, and who knows what that's going to be. And that's 11:45, so that's an hour and a half. So this could just kind of oscillate here for an hour and a half. Is what, 7 15-minute candles, right? So it could just kind of chop around through here. So let me just share with you one approach. Okay, one approach. Let's say we want to do that because we just say, I've had enough of the abuse and I just want to get out of here. It's run awful hard and it's probably just going to chop around here. So here's what you do, is you can say, I want to take profit if it hits this price. So manually, you open up your terminal and you double click on the take profit column here, and that opens up this dialog box. And right here is where you put in 10015. So you put in this price, and when you push this button, it's going to modify the order. And now for the first time, it has a take profit value, and it's this line right there. So there's a stop loss, there's a take profit, and so we lost our lines, but it's kind of like a third line. It's take profit 3, think of it. So I can manually, once this is done, if I want, I can manually hard set a take profit line. Now that's interesting. Look at that. It grabbed my take profit 2 and moved it up there. That's weird. Okay, well, it's thinking for us. I didn't know that feature was in there. So let's see if we can get it out here. We'd be out, I think, at 1 pip positive because we have these 2 losses. So it's pretty cool to use these lines below your entry to scale out, manually set a take profit above. So let's see what happens. Okay, Euro just popped. I'm expecting this to chop here. Let's see what happens. 10 minutes on this candle. It's 10:34. Yep, there she goes. Well, we'll keep watching. All right, so there it just got stopped out. Euro is punching to highs. Canada's punching down. So it got up to this red struggle, couldn't get higher, and now it's rolling over. So anyway, we just couldn't quite get to that. So we ended up with 7, 11, and 12. So it's 23. That's pretty good. So about 8 pips average stop loss on a bad trade. Fantastic. Fantastic. So hope that helped, and we'll talk to you guys later. See ya. All right, just doing another time-lapse trade for you. This was a little bit sloppy on my part. I didn't want to use Sniper. I was trying to use Chart Trader to position this, and I couldn't get it up close enough because of the spread. And we'll see if we can get some profits. I was trying to get a bounce off of this black, and I got to take profit here and here. Let's just see what happens here. It's 12:07. I think Bernanke is supposed to be speaking here soon, but we'll see if it still holds through on the break and a retest of the black. Let me zoom out so you can see the bigger picture. So here's today, right? Breaks hard, chop, 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 touches this 58.15 once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, then it's turned, and now 57.96, 57.79, we'll see it might be able to pull. But again, just want to share some ideas of actually just this simple. Break, retest, enter. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. Just keeping it simple, okay? Then sometimes you get like this. Look at the euro, 32.06. See how it starts here, goes up, up. Oh, jeepers, that scared me. Like, jeepers, what was that? So the pound just hit, take profit 1. Okay, got 8 pips. All right, so, okay, so, and let me turn my volume down a little bit there so I don't have a heart attack. Okay, so look, I got robbed right here. 32.06, where did it come in? 32.02, 4 stinking pips. Never touched me, and you know, let's see if it hits my line. It may just go right on down the road. So here's the pound, and we're at, and again, you notice we're at break even, right? So it takes profit, slams my stop loss to break even. I cannot lose. I just got 8 pips. Take profit 2 is down here, so it's either going to stop me out or it's going to continue. I really don't care at this point because I got my pips locked in. I can't lose. I just can't lose. All right, we'll come back. Just got stopped out, dang it. So it hit take profit. See, you got this spread here. See this? This is the spread. So that red line touched the stop. Now it could stop right here and continue down. We don't know yet. But it just touched me out. Resets everything. There it is. So I got 8, 1. I just hold the control key when I move that, and that copies it. So I got 8, 1, and 1. You just take your picture, put it in your dashboard. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. That's how you do it. Let's see what's going on this euro. See, it just never touched me. We'll see if that keeps going. Okay, well, that was fun. Okay, so it's winding down the end of the day here. It's like 2:30 Central. Never hitting this. This is just chop. It's just kind of stuck in the middle here. So I'm going to cancel out this euro and just shut it down. So, all right, see you later.